Another way to do mats as well is to also use a certain mode for this, but this gets a bit tricky depending on what your goal is. So, just like you would with these guys, you're looking for either one with the transparent element, which this one has, or the white and black element. So, to go through, stencil alpha, stencil luma, silhouette alpha, silhouette luma. So stencil alpha would be your first one, so alpha matte. It's just your normal, like, use the transparency element as your matte. The stencil luma is, again, it's the same thing but using the luminance. So again, this would be if you had your black and white without any transparency. The silhouette alpha is just your inverted stencil alpha. And then again, silhouette luma is just your inverted stencil luma. So if I go stencil alpha, you'll see it's doing that. If I go stencil luma, I just want to be clear, it's going to work because this is white, so it will still take the luminance. So if I do that, you'll see it's still showing. If I do silhouette alpha, it's going to invert using the transparency element. And then if I silhouette luma, it's still going to work. Now let's take that kind of concept and put it into AMV shit. So I have sort of an animated text happening. So, but I want like silhouetted kind of circles happening here. I have my text animation within its own comp just to make things simple and easy to look at. And I'm going to put this into this comp with two kind of circle transitions that I have where I'm sort of animating the scale and stroke width together and just started playing around and doing that stuff. So I want to combine these guys together. So instead of like doing, oopsies, doing this and then like duplicating it and like doing that because like it's a bit of a pain. Instead of doing all that where you'd have to like pre-compose and do all kind of unnecessary shit, we can just use the mode, the silhouette mode. So if I turn this one to silhouette alpha, I change this guy to silhouette alpha, I can just get rid of these, rid of whatever underneath. And that's sort of like the thing to keep in mind with modes is that these guys have to be on top, because if I start adding like a background to this, so say if I want like, I don't know, like a sort of like dark teal background I put underneath, this guy's still going to puncture a hole through the background. So you just got to be careful of that. But if you want a background, you would just like have this as your pre-composed thing, put into a new comp. And then you can have your background.